Live from Studio 2A in Pix Plaza, this is the Pix 11 News at 6 with Tamsin Fidel and John Muller.
The death of a New Jersey high school footballer, related injury, the latest from the sport. We told you about it at 5 o'clock. 17-year-old Evan Murray died from massive internal bleeding. Now, despite swirling questions, officials say everything that could have possibly been done was. Pix 11's Narmeen Chaudhary, however, talks to one professional who says this tragic moment should be taken to learn more about how to keep our kids safe. It's tonight's cover story.
We now know a massive intra-abdominal hemorrhage due to a laceration of the spleen caused the death of Evan Murray. A New Jersey high school senior and quarterback's death ruled accidental today by the Morris County Medical Examiner's Office. In a statement to Pix 11, the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association, the state's governing body for high school sports, says both a physician and trainer were present on the Warren Hills sideline. In fact, the organization says 97% of the state's high schools have trainers on the sidelines. Nonetheless, parents of student athletes undoubtedly concerned.
Devastating. It's devastating. It's devastating me as a medical professional.
John Gallucci is the founder and president of JAG Physical Therapy. His facilities see numerous sports-related injuries. While Murray's death appears to be an isolated tragedy, Gallucci believes parents and coaches can all take this moment to educate themselves on all the risks involved with school-age kids and sports.
I've been on the field. I've been on the side of the ice. I've been on the court. I've seen kids go down myself. I've been in situations in reference to trying to save a life to a kid that's gone down years past when I worked. It's a devastating thing to the community. It's a devastating thing to the family.
Concussions are often the injury most talked about. In recent years, New Jersey has also brought cardiac health of student athletes into the forefront. Testing for both now required as part of physical screenings before seasons even begin.
We have a state law that states that the child is, if there's a suspicion of concussion, the child is to be removed from the field of play. We still need to keep going. But our youth is the most important thing.
So you heard him say that he thinks that there's still so much more that needs to be done. I mean, we see physicians out on the fields in New Jersey, baseball games, football games, all types of sporting events. However, it's not mandated by the state. And believe it or not, they'd have no medical professional oftentimes during practices. And a lot of people are saying that that's oftentimes when we see more injuries, more often than, let's say, the actual games.
Interesting. You know, it's not just football. I've read a lot of articles on traumatic head injury, and even like girls soccer, there's a surprising number of concussions.
And yeah, you're right. It's all the sports across the board where any injuries can happen, and it's not just restricted to males. Females play just as rough, and you see a lot of head trauma, a lot of injuries that get ignored. This clinic actually brought up a good point too. They talk a lot about concussion symptoms being ignored for a long time. People think it's in the immediate that you see the symptoms. Sometimes you see symptoms like 5-7 days ahead of or later than from when the actual impact occurred.
When I was playing football, you shook it off and you got back in there, but you know
not
what?
Anymore.
You can't do that anymore, and that's just not being overcautious. That's just being smart.
Absolutely.
Narmeen, thank you very much.
Thanks, John.
Katie.